Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be a speed review. So I'm going to be talking about all the products that have recently come into my life and just kind of tell you how I feel about them now that I've tried them out more. They're no longer first impressions. I've really given them a go. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet. I would love it if you stuck around, but with all that, let's just get started. All right, I really have only been doing these like 2 or 3 times a year because I haven't been purchasing as many products as before. This is kind of my miscellaneous category. So everything that isn't foundation, because I do rank those separately, and eyeshadow palettes. I have powder, I have blush, I have lipstick, I have nail polish. These are all just the random things that have come into my life. I've tried them out a few more times and I'm ready to give you my thoughts on them. Because this is more of a randomized assortment of things, I'm not going to rank them like I would foundations or eyeshadow palettes. I don't think that's fair. Instead, I've put them into categories. So the very first category that we're going to start with is my declutter category. These are products that I'm going to declutter. They basically just didn't work out for me, even though they're newer in my collection. I've just decided that they're not worth hanging on to. I know I'm not going to use them, so I might as well declutter them now instead of letting them sit in my drawer for a year, knowing I'm not going to use it, and then declutter it then. Before we get started, of course, everything that I'm talking about will be linked down below, as well as all the makeup that I'm wearing. You know the drill by now, any related videos, all that good stuff. So let's now start with that category. The first one that I want to talk about isn't necessarily a bad product. It's just not a shade that I'm going to use. This is a lipstick from the Cosmic Beauty Halloween mystery box. So that's as far back as like these products go from last year Halloween time. And this is the shade Nancy. It's just a very, very deep, dark purple shade. I'll swatch it for you. And I'm not going to reach for this. I just don't want it taking up the space in my drawers if I know that I'm not going to use this. So this is going to get decluttered. Actually, not a terrible formula. We'll get into it later because I do have the other two, but that is going. The actual product that I'm going to declutter because I just don't like it is the M Cosmetics Highlight. This is the Sunscape Highlighter in Clarity. Not a new product, but new to me. I tried this out, I don't remember, but I tried it out on camera and it'll be linked. This is just a very, very metallic highlight. And again, like I just know I'm not going to get the use out of it. Again, like it's just not a bad formula. It's actually very pretty. But I just know something that I ask myself when deciding if I'm going to declutter it is, could I see myself panning this product? So could I see myself really giving it a go, trying to finish up this product, hit pan or whatever? And I just don't think that I would. It's too blinding for me. I do love a blinding highlight from time to time, but I have so many highlighters in my collection. I just think that this could go to a better home. So it is going. Now the next category that I have, we only had 2 declutters, which is good. I never want that category to have anything in it, ideally. The next category that I have is kind of like the meh category. Like I kind of regret buying these a little bit. If they disappeared, I wouldn't repurchase them. They're not great, but they're just not my style a lot of the times. There's different reasons. Let's just start. You get the category, right? The first thing are the 2 other lipsticks from Cosmic Beauty. So I have the shades Clarice that came in that mystery box, which is a very cool tone nude. And then Salem, which is more of like a warm tone brownie nude. I think that, you know, while I don't think I'll reach for these a lot, I do think that I could get my use out of them. I believe I tried these in that video with the mystery box, and I kind of used this as liner, this in the inner part of my lips. So I did like that combo. I'm okay with having it stick around for a while. It's okay. It's not, again, like a bad formula. I just don't really love traditional lipsticks, which is what those are. Some people might like them. I didn't find it to really be emphasizing lip lines, but it also wasn't the most flattering. I do prefer, like today I'm wearing the Lisa Eldridge Balm Embrace, which is a very like sheer type of lipstick gloss. And I just like this kind of formula so much more. So that's why these are okay. They're going to stay, but they're not my favorite. Let's just also go into the cream blushes from the Sinister collection. I didn't hate the mystery box. It wasn't like, I think, geared towards me. And I knew that kind of going in. She did say that it was for more like editorial people, which I am not. The cream blushes, they're called the Blush Butter. I don't like that they have the names on them, so I don't know which is which. I am going to keep them because they're unique in my collection, specifically of course it's the last one that I open, specifically this purple one. I think I could mix this with some other shades to kind of get a shade I would like if I want to. I'm okay with keeping it. This is obviously like a very heavy swatch. It is a very sheer, almost Vaseline-y formula, and I don't love that in my cream blushes. I do want to hang on to it though. I don't like to declutter just for the sake of decluttering. So I will hang on to it just for a little bit longer, see if I can get some use out of it. It's not something I'm gonna naturally reach for. Here is this shade here. And then there was like also this like really baby pink shade. I did use these, you know, I try to use everything at least 5 times before coming back to do a speed review. And again, like I don't love like that really sticky Vaseline formula, but I think I could make these work for me. We'll see. They are definitely on the chopping block though. I didn't love them. So now we have quite a few in this category. This is actually the biggest category. Let's just talk about this e.l.f. concealer. This was in the same video with the M Cosmetics. I think it was maybe like a full face with nothing new, or just like a get ready with me, new to me products. I don't know. I never tried this before. It is the Hydrating Camo Concealer in Light Ivory. This was fine, but like it's nothing to write home about. I didn't find myself remembering this concealer or being like, oh, I really, really need to use that concealer today. It just makes my under eyes look amazing. So that's why it's going in this category. Again, like would not repurchase it if it disappeared from my collection. I have so many concealers in my collection and it just doesn't stand out as one that I have to have. I never tried the original, anything like that, but I wasn't blown away. It's just me. And that's why it's in this category. The other concealer, the Lisa Eldridge concealer, I have the shade 4. I just feel silly for purchasing this, honestly. Like, the thing is with this, I don't find myself remembering this concealer at all. It has so little product. It's so expensive. Here's the swatch of shade 4 right there. And I understand why Lisa Eldridge came out with this product. I think that it works for her type of makeup application. But the thing is, it's like almost too small. And again, that's her style. But for me, I would rather go into my NARS Soft Matte Concealer with a brush and kind of like pinpoint conceal that way. I'm not going in with that much detail work. First of all, like I don't have the vision for it. So there's no way I could do it even if I wanted to. I cannot see that well with or without contacts. So it's just not something that I would ever do. I would never spend that much time really precisely going in. It is nice to kind of clean up your lip line if you want to use it that way. And that's how I've been using it, but I would never repurchase this for the price and the amount of product. I just don't find it worth it. The NARS Soft Matte Concealer, I use that almost every single time I do my makeup. It's lasted me like 2 years. This is gonna last not very long at all. And then the last thing I have in this category are my nail polishes. I haven't purchased nail polish in a very long time because I actually own quite a bit of nail polish. I really love doing my nails actually. I almost, when I was in my 20s, I'm 35 now, I considered going to nail school to become a nail technician. I really enjoyed it when I was in my very early 20s. This is the Lethal and Dexter collaboration. I think it's their first time doing nail polish. And the thing with these is they just look so much prettier in the bottle. I've worn all of these shades. I do paint my nails like twice a week maybe. This is probably my favorite and most impactful. This is the like purple hollow chrome. It's just, it could be even more impactful. Like I know what indie brands can do with nail polish. I own a lot of nail polish. Like at one point I had thousands of bottles, like 3,000 bottles. I have been decluttering for a long time on my polish because it was out of control. And I know they can do better than this. The magnetic one, while looks cool, it's just a pain in the ass. Magnetics are a pain in the ass, and the shift is not good enough for it to be really worth it. I don't find the magnetic pull to hold very well. It spreads pretty quickly. I think they can improve. This one I'm just like not impressed with overall. Like this one I could actually see myself decluttering. It's a very, like you could get this from Sally Hansen, honestly. It's like a sheer pink with little specks of baby pink and baby blue sparkle, but very slight. And it's kind of like a sheer polish. I mean, this is the most office appropriate if you really are wanting something like that. But even then, it's like too much for it to be a nude, but not enough to be a nude. I don't know. It's just, I don't like this one at all. This one's pretty, but blue's not my favorite color with nail polish, and it's kind of like a teal. It's also a little bit chunky, and this color doesn't show up. It's a lot more sheer in the bottle than it actually is, so I really had to layer it and do 3 layers. I don't love doing that. I don't know. I was really excited for the Lethal and Dexter collaboration. I was most excited for the nail polish, and it just kind of disappointed me. I didn't really find them to be special. Again, like I know indie brands can do better. Maybe we'll see better from Lethal because this is their first nail polish collection, but I'm not holding my breath, and I don't think that I will even test it out in the future. That's how kind of disappointed I was in these. I'm really only keeping them because they're the Dexter collab, and I love that show so much. Overall, I'm just kind of upset about that purchase. Now, we're going to go into the good category, but not holy grail status. So it's good. It's great. I like it a lot. I would repurchase it, but it's not something where, you know, I can't get it off my mind. I think about it and want to use it the next day. Like, these are really nice products. I really like them, but they're not fully holy grail status. The first one, let's talk about the M Cosmetics blush, because this surprised me the most out of everything I'm going to talk about today. This is the Heaven's Glow Magic Hour blush. Not new, used it in the same video as this highlight, the e.l.f. Camo concealer, whatever video that was. It looks like this. I've heard really great things about this blush, and I was a little hesitant because I don't love a glowy blush. The Rare Beauty blushes scare me. And I don't know, maybe this has changed my mind because it was very, very pretty. I liked it on the skin more than I thought. The thing is, because it's so glowy, I'm not going in with a highlighter when I use it. And that's never happened to me. I typically always just go in with highlighter, like 2016. I can't get rid of it. So it's rare. Now I understand why people were gravitating away from highlight, because I didn't understand at first, like, why would you just stop wearing highlight? But now I get it, because these types of blushes, it's not something where I'm really gonna go out and purchase a bunch of glowy blushes. I still kind of like a more matte blush or a very satin blush, like a little bit shiny, but not overly glowy. But I like it, and I'm glad that I have it. It's already in my collection. Like, I'm not going to get rid of it. And it surprised me on how much I liked it. The other one that I have that's a cheek product is the YSL bronzer. So this is the All Hours Hyper Bronze in the shade 2. Looks like this. This was in my drawer shame for so long. And I really like this. It is a matte bronzer. I've been trying to get through all of my unopened bronzers. This is a really nice formula. It's really buildable and soft and just blends really well. It's a little bit maybe warmer than I would love to be like a Holy Grail bronzer. You can see it right there. But I do really enjoy this. I like how soft it is, how blurring it is on the skin. You don't really have to pay too much attention when you're applying it. Those are the kinds of cheek products that I want. Just really easy, don't have to pay too much attention to, and this does all those things. I do actually quite like this a lot, and the packaging is very luxe. YSL has quickly surpassed some other luxury makeup brands, I think, in terms of just being luxury with luxury packaging and luxury formula. Chanel and Dior, to me, have just slowly plummeted. Their formula is just going down and down, and these other brands are surpassing them. So really like that. Other luxury product that I have is this Valentino lipstick. Love the component. It is so pretty. This was kind of an on the whim purchase because I was feeling sorry for myself. This is the shade, I think it's Couture in the Streets, 134R, but I don't have the actual name on it anymore. It's a matte lipstick. It is refillable. And it is, again, super luxe packaging. I cannot get over how luxe this packaging feels. And the shade's okay. I 75% bought it for the packaging more than the shade. This was the shade that I found I liked the most out of all the shades. It is a matte formula. It's pretty flattering on the lips for being a matte formula. It's like a comfortable matte, very thin, almost that blurring K-beauty, but in lipstick form. It's just above where I would categorize being that soft blurring finish where it would be in a tube with a doe foot. This is the closest you can get to it. I really do enjoy this. Now, I'm not going to purchase other shades because the price is ridiculous. And like I said, I was kind of just feeling sorry for myself when I purchased it, but I'm very happy that I have it. Very happy. If they come out with some other formulas that aren't matte that also fit in this component, since it is refillable, I would potentially purchase those, but I'm not going to purchase any other matte shades. And then the last thing in this category that I have before we go to Holy Grails is this Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Smoothing Primer. Really like this, actually. I've used it quite a bit. This is very close to going into Holy Grail. It's just missing it a little bit. I can't put my finger on it, but it's not one I could see myself purchasing over and over again. It has this purple color. It is very silicone-y. I think maybe because it's not super pore blurring. If it was a little bit more pore blurring, I would like it a lot more. I'm gonna swatch it on the palm of my hand, but I mean, it's just clear. Now, it does say, I watched some other people's review on this after I filmed, and a lot of people didn't like it because it's so cooling. I don't feel the cooling effect, so I don't know if I'm just desensitized to that kind of thing. I also don't know, it's been winter time. It's finally getting a little bit warmer. It's always very cold in my house during winter because if I haven't mentioned it before and I haven't complained about it, we don't have central heating in this house. We only have a fireplace in the living room, so it does get very cold. I'm usually super bundled up, and it's possible I didn't feel the cooling effect because I was already freezing. So there's that. But it is a really nice product for being drugstore, especially the fact that it has the applicator in it. I love, and I do see myself finishing up this product, but I don't see myself repurchasing it. Only because I think it just doesn't do enough. It's a good silicone. Well, I don't know if it actually has silicone. It's a good silicone-y blurring primer, but I need more. Okay, now we have the last category, which is Holy Grails. Obviously products that I would repurchase, that I just love. Like I said, I use them and I can't wait to use them the next day. The one that slightly is lower than the second one I'm going to talk about first is the About Face Matte Fluid Eye Paint. I don't know if that made sense, but I really like this product more than I thought I would. This is the shade Smell Before Rain. I really like this. I think it's a great product. About Face is getting my attention more and more. I know some people have like every single color of these. I can't justify that because I don't think I'll use them enough, but I do really like this product. And every time I used it, I just was blown away by how easy it was. And like I said, I couldn't stop thinking about it. I wanted to use it again and again. Really like it. I wish that they did more minis because I would consider picking those up, but I just have too much in my collection to justify getting like every single shade when I know I'm not going to use it. This is a nice, solid, neutral shade that I know that I'll get use out of, so I'm happy with that. And then the best product was what I was trying to say earlier. Out of all the products that I'm trying today, my favorite product of them all is the Laneige. This is the Neo Essential Blurring Finish Powder. It's a cushion powder. I don't love the application method. I was a little bit confused, I think, when I saw this because it opens like this, like a typical cushion. Powder just flew out. And for some reason, I thought it was like a pressed powder, but this green is actually a mesh screen. And that's why it confused me because I thought like it was a green powder that was kind of translucent, but no, this is a mesh. As you can see, powder just spilled everywhere. Oof. Okay. I love this powder. It is perfect for on the go. My thing is super dirty from just using it all the time because I really do just like to put my little puff thing in and press it in my T-zone. It is the perfect blotting little puff. And if you like to have a makeup bag, if you like to blot a lot or like you need to touch up your makeup, this is perfect. If you like a loose powder, you don't want a pressed powder, it's a little bit softer than a pressed powder. Really like this. I wanted to use it all the time to set my makeup and I had to force myself to kind of use my Project Pan powder instead. This is something that I'll definitely be traveling with in the future. I couldn't get enough of this powder. Really liked it. I wish and hope that Laneige comes out with this powder and maybe just like a traditional packaging with a sifter. I'd like that a lot because I do feel like I kind of waste the product having it in this cushion. I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't love the cushion thing except for travel. So I feel like it puts me in a box is what I'm trying to say. Like I can only use this as a touch-up powder on the go, not like an everyday powder. And that's what I don't like about it. So those were all of my products, everything that came into my life that I've tried and used since, I guess, October. It's been that long. Let me know your thoughts down below if you've tried any of these products, if you agree or disagree with me, because we all have different makeup preferences. Some people might love these Cosmic Beauty lipsticks, but for me, they're not the formula for me. So I'd love to hear all your thoughts and opinions down below, but this is where I'm going to leave you all. I hope you're having a great one, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.